Hey everyone, Brendan Snyder here. So it is time for another episode of Record Store Scores. I just got back from going to Princeton Records. Killer stuff. I had a blast going to it. I did make a Let's Go to the Record Store video. It should already be up and posted. Either way, I'm going to put a link in the description below for it. But I got 15 CDs. I did really good. We're going to get into it here and I'm going to show you everything that I got from it. Before we start though, if you're new to my channel and you haven't already hit the subscribe button, please do. Also leave a comment, hit like, all those things do help support my channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. And of course, as an added bonus, by turning on notifications, you'll never miss an episode like this with Record Store Scores. All the cool things I found at the record store. I can't wait. I just got home, so I'm going to dive into it for the first time here with you guys. And then I'm off to listen to it. I just can't wait. You know, you get the brand new music and all you want to do is go home and listen to it. And then you got that long car ride back. All right, so here was a cool thing. I ended up finding 4 different Saga albums that I don't have. They were each $5.99 a piece. So this one here is The Security of Illusion. That one in particular I was looking for, which again, it has been available, but it's currently out of print, meaning I can't go on like Amazon or whatever and just order a regular copy or walk into a record store and get it. So I'm glad I found these reissues that I think are from like 2014, 15, somewhere in the 2015. So they're on Ear Music, Full Circle. So it's some of their later stuff into the 90s. Pain and Pleasure. And here's another one that I've been trying to find, Steel Umbrellas. They've all got bonus tracks on them. So I'm pretty excited about that. Looks like they each have like 2 bonus tracks. So I don't really know why they did that. It's kind of like the Judas Priest thing, but finding 4 of them together at each $5.99, that I thought was a pretty cool deal. All right, this one here. So I've got, I don't know if it's the debut album, but I've got that, and I think I have one of the EPs, but Reverend, the band that had David Wayne from Metal Church singing. This is their second album called Play God that came out in 1991 on the Charisma label. It's produced by Michael Rosen. So I don't think I even necessarily knew they had a second record. As soon as I saw this, I just immediately realized I do not have this in the collection. I've got to add it. I've always really enjoyed the other Reverend release, the first one and the EP that I have from them. So there you go. This was $9.99, a bit more. This obviously is a rare CD. I'm willing to pay a little bit more when it is like that. This one, man, The Rockets. I've got a record or an LP version of this. This is only $5.99. The Rockets and No Ballads, reissued on Renaissance Records label in 2009. But this is originally from 1979, I think, was the release of this. Pretty cool to be getting a hold of that as well. Now, I just recently picked up a copy of this, Planet P Project Pink World, the double album. Tony Carey, the keyboardist from Rainbow, decided to do this more electronic synth pop album. He has one prior to this one here. This one here, don't know if this is original MCA Records release. Oh, it actually is. I can see the logo there on the side. But I didn't like the reissue that I got. The artwork was too dark, and however it was just put together was not very good. So glad to find an original MCA Records release of this. And at only $5.99, I don't mind replacing it. So now I've got that extra copy, which will either be played in the car or handed off to somebody who will enjoy it. Found this. I love Compilations personally. This is Hawkwind, 25 years on, and the Griffin label. And so don't know what it's covering, what period it's covering, but I just enjoy things like this. So I picked it up, put it in the collection. I will enjoy it. All right, I'm a big Jolene Turner fan, and the Fandango album Cadillac is one of my favorite records. It's sort of disco-infused rock music, and I just love it. Now, the earlier albums, because they made 4 albums all together, does not quite match that, but is good nonetheless. And I found 2 of them. These are reissues on the Wounded Bird Records label. So these are long out of print. One Night Stand and Last Kiss. So again, very glad to get these. I happen to like Wounded Bird record reissues, especially if that's the only way to get them. They're nice. I enjoy seeing the band members listed on it, and just getting some info like that. So I picked up 2 of those. Never had this Slade album, Rogues Gallery, and don't know what period this is. I mean, it's definitely 80s. It's definitely their resurgence, their coming back period, post Quiet Riot, or at least I think it is. But this one here has a bunch of bonus tracks on it. So 11 through 9 bonus tracks. In fact, 10 from the original album, came out in 1985. So yeah, it is post Quiet Riot, Come On Feel the Noise, making their hit really popular, probably bigger than it ever was even for them, even though they actually had a hit with it. And I found some really cool old school metal, Snow White. This band here has a female fronted, or is female fronted. It's a thrash metal band, so very rare at that. 1980s, featuring 2 EPs. This is put out by Axe Killer, but they grabbed the art from the second EP, and basically 2 EPs making a full-length album. So I was excited for that. And then this one here, Paradox. I've got something by the band. I do not think I have this one. So this is Heresy. This one here is a reissue. Don't see a date on the back of it. Maximum Metal is what looks to be the label here, but it's in a jewel case, and I do not think I have this one. $9.99. If I've got it, I definitely don't have it in a jewel case. It's something I'm just noticing here on this one. This is numbered, and it's actually number 70. Lower the number better. It's out of 3,000, it says. It'd be really cool to get like number 1 or number 10 or something, but I usually, it's like in the 700s or something. All right, and then I just rounded out the day with picking up a few extra things. Found a $1.99 CD for the first Wallflowers album. If you guys follow my channel and you follow my new music finds, then you know that a few months back, I got into the Wallflowers all of a sudden. I had not been into them, had dismissed them. I did have the debut album back in the day, or not debut, their second album, Bringing Down the Horses, I think it was the title of that. And, I enjoyed it for what it was, but then I kind of grew out of that, and I sold off all that stuff, and I went back to my first love, the glam metal, the classic rock and stuff. And I just kind of dismissed the band from then. And then all of a sudden I found out that the guitar player from Three Strange Days, or sorry, School of Fish, they had the song 3 Strange Days, was in the band. And that really made me sort of revisit, want to, re-explore them. And, so I did buy that second album. He's not on this one because he joined in time for the second album. But either way, after really enjoying that album, this one's from 1992, released on Virgin. I wanted to check it out. So at $1.99, I can do that. And then I found a Jakob Dylan solo album, still sealed, for $1.99. Still even has the hype sticker on it. Columbia Records, 2008 release, produced by Rick Rubin. And that's what caught my eye on this, was that, I love anything that Rick Rubin does, but he definitely brings the best out of people. I think this is the more introspective acoustic stuff that he had been doing solo-wise. So it's not going to sound like Wallflowers, but these were kind of last-minute additions. I was actually going back to the CD wall to return a few things that I decided not to get. But all in all, man, I got some awesome stuff. Put it all together here. 15 CDs, a nice killer stack of music to go check out, to go listen to. So I'm super excited about that. I hope you enjoyed this episode, seeing what my record store scores of the day were from this. And as I said, I did do a separate video that is my record store experience called Let's Go to the Record Store for Princeton Records. That's where we were today. And, check that out. And if I haven't already posted it, coming down the line is going to be I forget what I'm calling it, but it's like a record store road trip, or record store road stories, or something like that. So I'm setting the camera up. I'm in the car. Now, I don't have Anthony with me on this one because he couldn't make the trip with me. So it is just me talking, but hey, it's from the car. I think it's kind of cool. It's an interesting exploration into bands like Alcatraz, Deep Purple, Black Sabbath, ones that just change their members all the time, White Snake, and just, what we think of all that sort of stuff. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, take care, everyone. Have a great one. And I will talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.